Sapphire and Steel. Yes. Um, this is okay. Could see play. If yeah, in the right decks, this could see play. It's not a bad effect. I could see something with Lucky Dime or something. This could be crazy. Yeah, it's good. I think blue is not that bad. It's underestimated now. It did not have a much hype, but let the meta set, and then maybe something comes on. I really I don't think you can forget blue now. It will come, I think, but maybe I'm wrong. But that's my feeling. It's Don't underestimate blue, I think, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. The best color, it's kind of, I think the most people would say, and maybe I agree, that's green. This set, maybe it is green, yes, because green has many powerful cards. Yeah, I think green. Yeah, because green was very weak in the last two sets. Not very weak, but not the most played ink. And today, it's one of the most played ink, so it got a huge power spike in this set. I think this one is crap during your turn. So you no, no, no. Hey, guys, you will think, how dumb are you? But the boys, I call them the boys. These three are the boys. This one and the other two are the boys. And the boys, you can only rate them together. Are not that bad than you think. I saw a deck with it, and if you look at this effect, you think, "Oh God, it's so conditional. You can't play this." But if in a deck like Sapphire Steel or something, you can wheel when you have this on board, and then you can have, maybe you draw the other two, um, and then when you get this effect one time, you're in a really good spot, I think. And these cards are solid. So the first one was 2 lore support. All three of them have support, and the last one is the best one, I think. It's for 4 3 4 2 lore. They are all solid cards. It's for its cost. It's not super strong, but okayish. And if you once get this effect, of course, it's really good. So against aggressive decks, you can just play them and trade or something. Um, they are not that bad than you think first, because you only need this to be out, and then you wheel, and maybe you draw the other two, and then boom. Um, and they are, if you play against aggressive decks, Sapphire has not that many options, and you can just play them and trade, because they all have support, and then they can make really good trades. It's not that bad that they are dead cards or something. And sometimes, it's not every game, I know, but sometimes you get it. You get 2 3 4, and if you get 2 3 4, you're in a really good spot, I think, because you won't quest with this till the other two arrive, the boys, the other two boys. And if you get all three boys, you get three cards. That's insane. And I think they are really annoying combined, because all have support, and then they can buff themselves, and yeah, they can just make really good trades. So I think they are really annoying, and it's at least you could try them. The problem is you have to play all 4 times. It's 12 slots in your deck, so that's a little bit of a problem. Kikoka, In German, it's Tick, Trick und Track. Tick, Trick und Track. And here's Chewy, Dewey, or something. Hui, Dewey, Louis. And in German, it's Tick, Trick und Track. Tick, Tick, Trick. It sounds very German, I think. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. I just want to say, don't underestimate them. Hey Makoya, ich grüße dich. I think this card is too weak. Genie, could she play? No, could not she play because they are no good. Are there good shift genies? No, it's only the green one. I think the big green one. No, no. This card is also pretty solid, I think. And if you play this in this new shift Grammatala, I will come to this next. Then um, 80 is maybe too much, but this is a solid card. It's just card draw. You can look. This card has no downside. If you have any spots left in your deck, just put this card in. It's no downside. So and now it comes this, and maybe I'm not God, so I don't know. This is clearly A tier for me. Maybe S tier. It could be S tier, but not right now. I think this card could have a potential in the future if this steel meta keeps going. I don't know. So the popular steel decks, most popular decks right now in the first 2 days, of course, are green steel and purple steel, and both of these decks have so much problems. If this hits the board to get this removed, it's maybe impossible to remove this card. And oh, big disclaimer: later, if I finished with this tier list, I have a new deck idea for you. If you want to play control deck, I made something up. I have no time to test this because I want to test my own deck. But if you want to play a control deck, I build a control deck with this card that I think could have potential in the future. It's green blue, and if you play green blue around this card versus the Jafar deck, I think you are in a really good spot because you have spot removal against Jafar. You have Ursula, the two-drop Ursula, to get rid of their whole new world. They have nothing. They have nothing to deal with this card. So you have answers to Jafar. They don't have answers to this card. Of course, I know Jafar is very more explosive. You just can. Yeah, yeah, I know you know what I mean. Jafar 7 lore, lol. Yeah? This card has not the potential to get 7 lore in one turn, but it's really annoying. I think just inking a card gets you 1 lore, and then you don't what blue can do. This can close games very fast as well. So I think this card could see, and you know what? You know Seth, and he will make he will make this card work. I'm really sure about that. He will make this card work, and I'm really sure about that. He will. He told me he will build something blue green. I tried it myself now, but this he will make this card work. I'm really sure about that because I'm still thinking the Jafar deck has many answers, um, and I think this card has not that many answers. 12, but I will show you later. Okay. I did not see that. Your theory. Okay. I will look. So next, this card could be good in item decks, of course. Why not? B tier. King Louis is crap. Where is he? Here. That's the next thing. I tell you later. And this card is also highly underrated. I think this is A tier. Guys, if you get this, so I built blue green. Yeah, if you play, you have the one drop, and you have morph. And if you get this on turn three, what can your opponent do? This has ward and three lore. Oh my god, this is so powerful. I think this is highly overlooked. This is, if you shift this, this is crazy powerful. This is crazy powerful. Really powerful. Um, I think it's overlooked. I put it now in A tier. Maybe this is too high, but because I did not have the time to try it, but this could find a place in the meta and deal with this on turn three. And you don't have much time to deal with this because it has three lore. Oh my god! It can immediately quest if you shift this. Wow. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but and maybe A tier is too high. I know, but I want to put him in A tier just to set a statement that this card is good. It's the small one. You will play this. It's not very powerful, but it's ward for one. It's okay. It's hard to categorize this into tier lists or something. Louis, we did. This is not good. There are some cards I don't talk much because this is competitive, not viable. This I don't know. You will always compare this to Mickey, and Mickey gets this effect once um, every time. So you have to play two songs to make this better than Mickey. Yeah, the kid in green is very powerful. I play him four times, so I don't know. I don't think she will see play. Pluto is vanilla. Rufus is too late. It's the Grammatala effect, but it's too late. Grammatala is way stronger. Scrooge McDuck. Uninkable hurts this card a lot. No, this is too weak. I know you can you this card cries just shouts out for, I don't know how to say it, for the lucky dime, because this card you want to you want to get lucky dime out of this effect, but to get lucky dime out of this effect you have to banish a character, so this has not rush or something. Your opponent has turn to deal with this, and your opponent will be very dumb if they let something on the board that you can challenge. Frishtik, thanks for your follow. I don't think this is good enough to make the cut. I put it in low C tier because it's not super bad, but yeah, this is way better. This Scrooge McDuck, this is way better. In item heavy decks, I don't see a downside to play this card. It's a solid. Yeah, it's not a good. It's not good stats for two, but it's solid, and this effect could be very powerful. Yeah, this is good. In item heavy decks, obviously. Thank you for your follow, Fishtick. Hello, bro. Thank you. Um, the queen, I think it's no. Thank you. Next, and this is also not good. It's too late for this ramp effect, and yeah, I know you can with popsicle, but no, there are more efficient ramp cards, I think, than this. I don't see it. I put her into low C tier because maybe because it's kind of solid stats. Not solid, not, but uh, Okay, it's a Tinkerbell, so C tier. Okay, okay, Tinkerbell. I'm sorry. This is good. Obviously, this is only good in aggressive decks, but um, it's a good aggressive card. You can't and support. It's ward, so it one willpower doesn't matter too much. And again, two lore for three is not very often. It's solid. I don't know if an aggressive Sapphire deck will be good, but it's a solid card. Yeah, I think so too. It's solid. Problem is always with these aggressive cards. Sapphire is not the ink that you want to play aggressive cards a lot, but this is too weak. I think it's a cantrip effect, so it could. Nah, no. Yeah, I think she's maybe. Do you know what? I put her into A tier. Yeah, I think she's really good. As a card in itself, it's really good. Maybe it won't find a place in the meta or in the decks of the meta, but as a card in itself, it's very good. Friend like me, I don't know. This card needs combo. This is hard to rate because it's just a crazy effect. Um, I debated to play this card in this Grammatala deck I'm built. I think it's not necessary to build in this Grammatala deck. I know you get three lore then, but your opponent as well. And you can only sing this card if you have much lore, if you have much ink already. I don't think this card is necessary in these decks. You want to play them. Do you know if you want to sing this, you are already on turn 5. Yeah, I know you get to 8 then, but your opponent gets 3 ink as well. I don't think this card is fits in the decks it's built for. I put it into C tier now. But maybe this is a card I could be really wrong because maybe there is some crazy shit. You sing this with, I don't know, Ariel or something. Sing this on turn 4, and then you go to 6 and go to 7, and next turn you. Yeah, that's a problem as well. Yeah, your opponent gets the value of this ink first, but maybe with some crazy singers or something we do not think about now, but I don't see it right now. It's hard to rate such a card. How far I go is one of the best Sapphire cards of the set. I think it's a really good effect. Um, really good. It's uninkable. That's the only downside. But I one card you get, and the other card is so it's really high value for this card. Yeah, that's the thing about this card. You get 3 lore for the great Grammatala, but then I don't know. It's this 3 lore is so much, or you should just play other cards to make this deck more consistent or something. I don't know. Um, because I think if you play this just for 3 lore, then it's kind of win more. I think, but I don't know. Um, I think such decks with this ramp thing, you want to play them to make them as consistent as you can get them. So I don't know, but this card is really good. You could play this in every Sapphire deck. I think you can sing this. This is crazy good. One of the best Sapphire cards. Mm, repair. Oh no, no repair. Sorry. Oh, this was this. Nah, this is not strong enough. Won't see play. Heart of Fity is another card. I don't know. I think Friend Like Me is way better than this card. It costs a lot. I think Fishbone does this job better, but no, I don't see this card working. Fishbone is outclasses this card. Yeah, Fishbone is better. Yeah, the upside is here you don't have to use a card of your hand, but that's very expensive. You have to play this on three, does nothing. Nah, I don't think so. Lucky Time. That's another card. It's very hard to rate. As a card in itself, it's A tier for me. I don't think it's that. What do you mean? This is not straight -1, but more a late game. You mean the Heart of the Fiti? This Lucky Time is you want to play this with Bell or something? You have to play your whole deck around this card, so it's hard to categorize this in tiers. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's more a late game card, yes. Then of course you can play this card with Grammatala and you gain lore every turn, but then it's win more. I think maybe, but I don't think so. This you have to play your whole deck around this card, and the real problem is about this card. If you play your whole deck around this card, then there are answers now. If in forms of bare necessities gets rid of this card. So you have to play cards that gets back items from a discard. There are options to get back items from a discard, but yeah, I would be really surprised if a good Lucky Time deck will exist, but maybe it's some kind of splash in some Bell Ramp decks or so. It's not the only win condition. Baroque, yeah, Baroque, isn't it Baroque? Yeah, but then this, yeah, it makes the deck more inconsistent. Uh, Lucky Time is A tier for this effect, of course, but not super broken or something. Scrooge Top Hat is just the lantern for items, and I don't see it because characters are very more powerful to reduce cost because you can more likely play that every turn and you will not play every turn an item. I don't see it. This could be interesting. I don't know. It's not that bad. It could be really annoying if you have two of this on the board and then you have some locations on the board that this card you must play with red, I think, because you need to be prepared for this card to work. Because you want to get your locations down, and then they get resist, and then you want to wipe the board. But be prepared is really weak right now because you have so much hand removal. But it's not really bad. This card could work. If you have two of this out and your locations are really unkillable, then you win really fast. But it's kind of a setup. It's not super bad, but I don't think it will see play. But it's not a bad card, I think. Bell's House. Okay, this is crap. This is the worst. The worst. It's the worst location by far, I think, It has no. It has no law. Look at this. It has no law. You have to play this for one. You have to move a character here for two, and then you pay one less to play items. So you have to get this effect four times to get an actual benefit of this effect. And the characters that are here have to survive the whole time. And it's just so bad. If it would have lore, then it would be something else. If it had one lore, then you can just okay. Uh, yeah, I totally agree that it's good that Be Prepared got answers. I want I didn't want to say that, but oh, my beer gets warm. So Prost, you say in Germany. I hope you have something because I made me a beer for the stream because I'm German. Um, I agree totally. I totally agree with the last format was a little bit annoying because of just be prepared. Be prepared was the whole meta game. Um, the whole meta game was surrounded by how do you say that revolved around be prepared. No, I did not brew a beer. I just made a bottle into the glass. Um, so this location is way better. Oh, this is good. I think this is good. Also, nah, I don't really think it's A tier. I think it's B tier because the Queen's Castle is better still. But this is very good. Um, you want to play this in aggressive decks, and it's nearly unkillable, and it gets you two lore every turn. It's a good location. You will never move characters here, I think, but you just play this card and yeah, and get its lore. And Motonu is also really good, I think. Yeah, it's cheap. You can move character here and then jump in something and get one ink. This is good. It's a little bit less good. Ah, in the right deck, it's better than the mansion. Was meinst du, Rainer? How are the moves cost defined? That it's this number here. Mm, we will talk about that now, Yosoko. I don't think so that Steel is unbeatable or something, or has it's just no yes, it's one ink to move here, and it has 9 willpower and costs 4 to play. It's inkable, and it's you get 2 lore every turn. Purple was always good and will be good as well in this format, I think. So, but we talk about steel now. The problem is no, we will get an S tier. So I put Grammatal in S tier. I won't get Sapphire with no S tier cards. Um, Grammatala, I put her into S tier. Sorry guys, but I'm feeling I'm feeling sad for Sapphire if we get no S tier cards. Um, yeah, Sapphire is not the best card of the set. Obviously not. I think Sapphire and Red are the. Mm, I think they are the, if you can say, worst cards, worst inks. but it's not super bad. And I'm more excited about playing with some Sapphire cards than with Ruby. So Sheaf Tui is vanilla, won't see play. This is also just resist one. I think this is a pretty decent vanilla. Also, I think it's kind of vanilla. It's resist, but it's decent. But I think if you look at 5 cost steel cards, there are so many options that this card won't see play. Um, I thought about this card. Um, I think this card is underrated. This could be really good. I put it into BTI. This card seems to get best paired with Ruby. So with LeFou or something, you can ready this. It just does only ready for itself when this effect um, happens, but you can ready this card by other effects. So for 366, and then you just ready this with LeFou seems really strong. Maybe it's too weak, but this is not a bad card. Yeah, maybe it's too weak still, but it's not a bad card. I agree with you all. Maybe there are some options to make this card working. Uh huh. Yeah. Yeah, I think you have to pair this with red. I see no other color than red with this card, but yeah. Hades, this effect looks pretty awesome because it's not saying the most of this ready your characters effects say they can't quest for this turn, but this only says ready your Titan characters and they can quest again, maybe. But I don't know. It's C tier for me. Maybe in the future or something, there are some powerful combos. I don't see it now. It's not super bad, but I don't see it now. Helga, no. Okay, this is the first S tier. Steel is really good in this set, of course, but it's not unbeatable or something. This is the first S tier. This is really, really powerful. This is really powerful. And imagine this with the Jolly Roger. Ja, genau, auch so eine. Ja, okay, ja. Das stimmt. Geh beim Charakter beschützen. Ja, das könnte gut sein, ja. Yeah, this is crazy powerful. If you pair this with Jolly Roger turn one, and then you play this on turn three, it has rush, it has resist plus one, and then it has one lawnmower. It's so crazy powerful. This the effect is so strong that it's just rewarding to play locations just for this card. This is just super powerful. Um, And I think we need more of such good effects to make locations really high location stacks, like 15 locations or something, work. But this effect is so good you can just play 8 locations and discard. Because sometimes you won't have locations or something, but then it's a 3-3 for 3. I don't know. It's crazy powerful. Yeah, John Silver is the best card related to locations. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, this is crazy powerful. Kida is very good. It's the Simba for steel. This card will see play, of course. It's not super broken, so it's not S tier for me, but it's an A tier. This card will see play, of course. There will be Tiana decks again or something. This card is it's not Simba. You know how good Simba was the 2 sets before. This card is really good. Lil Jon, I'm not super convinced that this card will be really powerful. I think this is a very clear beat here for me. The effect is kind of good, but it has some. You have to set this up, and then it's not super broken. Yeah, you have to play a deck around this. Yeah, John is mid. Yeah, I think I see that. Maybe this cut, but it's. I think this is very expensive for what it does. Yeah. So the other little John you want to shift maybe this on is also kind of solid. It's also B tier. It's good. It's a good bodyguard character. If you see this, you say, "Oh, this is kind of weak to Fox," but we don't know if Fox is still that popular in this meta game. Mickey Mouse is too weak. Yeah, this is. It's hard to rate this card. I I think it's A tier. I this card gets much flame because they say, "Oh, this is so weak." I don't know. You have to answer this immediately, or this card gets crazy. But I think it's too weak for the meta game right now. This card's worst enemy is Steel, and Steel is very popular right now. Uh, in this game, this card is shit, but it's not a bad card. Mm, I make. I don't think this will see play this set, but it's a cool effect. It's a cool card, I think, and it's a crazy awesome. It's the best. You will see it's another card, but I really like the enchanted version. I really like this. I really love this enchanted. It's so beautiful. But I know you all say Kida is the best enchanted, but I I love this artwork. Yeah, it's SRD tier. Yeah, that's true. This card is not good. Okay, this is the next S tier card. I think this card is even better than John. You will say it's not like this, but I think it's the best. It's it's the best steel card in this set. The best. The best is. It's always hard to say it's the best card, but this is super powerful, and this card for itself. This card for itself just replaces Eric in every steel deck that played Eric on turn two. Look at this. It's 2/3/3/2 lore, and this effect is not a real down. It's not super crazy downside. It's super powerful. You play this in aggressive decks. You play this in some defensive decks in the early game, some late game decks. It's a super. It's a super anti aggro card. It's an aggro card itself. It's both. Uh, you can also play Rapunzel and heal this up, and you play this effect won't uh, next turn you won't get the damage because it needs to be exerted, and then the turn that follows after this card quests one time it gets one damage. Either way um, it gets traded by your opponent or it trades yourself. um, I don't This is super powerful. um, Yeah, this is that I recognize. I realize that too. If you have Cogsworth, it won't get damaged. That's cool. Um, but you don't need Cogsworth to this card to be good. But I don't see a downside of playing this card in your deck. In every steel deck, you can play this in every steel deck. Maybe you won't find some spots, because yeah, your deck size is only 60, of course. But if you're missing two drop, this is the best two drop. It's very versatile. This is a very versatile card. Yeah, Yusoko. That's all correct. This is crazy good. Yeah, Mufasa vanilla. I won't rate the vanilla cards. Nala also, but we got a Nala finally. We missed Nala. Now we got her. Pyros. There are Pyros is bait here. I think there are some combo potential with this card. When this character banishes another character in a challenge, you may ready chosen character. Also, the ready character can immediately quest again. So there are some. Yeah, uns ist common. Yeah. Um, this has some combo potential with Bell. You can play Blue Steel, play this card and Bell, and maybe you get it work, and you get 10 lore with her. That's some combo potential. It's a pretty solid stats for what it costs, so it's not a bad card. And sometimes you maybe get this effect, and it can be really powerful, especially with high questing characters. Yeah, it's super strong. This new Eric. Razul was what was this? This is also not really bad, but it's get outclassed by the new Mr. Smee. But if Mr. Smee wouldn't exist, this card is also maybe better than Eric. Yeah, I think you can argue about that, but maybe this card is better than Eric. I don't know. It's hard to say. Mm. It's a good. It's. Oh, I didn't put it in. It's B tier. It's good. But it gets just outclassed by Mr. Smith, so it won't see play. But I rate this card in itself, and so it's B tier. Little Robin Hood, it's hard to rate this because you play this as a shift target. You want only play this card. It's a 1/2/2, so I don't know. Um, this Robin Hood, this got much hype. I think this card is worse than it's A tier for me. It's high A tier. It's good, it's solid, but it's not super broken or something. What I don't like about this card is it's solid. You have some things going on here, and it's shift three. So on turn three, obviously this card is very powerful, but you won't get this shift all the time. And on turn five, it's not very good. It's okayish, but not very good. What I don't like about this card that you don't know um, what this card does in your deck. How can I say that? In which theme this card fits in. So, do you play this in aggressive decks because of this challenging effect, lore effect? It's not. I don't know. How can I say that? It's not a control card, and it's not an aggro card. It's something in the middle, but it's very decent because it does many things. But it's not hyper aggressive. It's not super control style card. Yeah, after turn 4 5, it's dead. Yeah, that I don't. It's only really good to shift. Um, but it's a solid card. You can. I think we all agree it's not a bad card. Of course not. It will see play, but it's not super broken or something. If this effect was draw a card when it's then I know, oh, okay, this then I would say, okay, this card is a draw engine or something, you know. Or if you would get lore, if this card would be banished, then oh, okay, this is a really threat because you gain lore when you when you attack, and you gain lore when this card leaves the field. But it's in the middle of something, and it's kind of, you don't know what this card does in your deck. You know, I don't know if it's that understandable what I said now, but it's not. Yeah, it's something in the middle that I don't like. Because Beast, for example, is way better draw engine than this card, and but this kind is okay in maybe in every part of the match. It's okayish, so because you it recycles itself, and so yeah, mid range. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Plan B. Yes, yes, I would agree. So it's solid, but not super broken or something, because it got so much hype. Okay, this is the next S tier for me. This is crazy powerful. You have so much synergy with this card, and yeah, it's comparable with yeah, that's true. But this is very powerful. It's a real threat. If this hits the board, you have to deal with it, or this card goes crazy. It's just going crazy. And if you, of course, if you play this card and turn 5, you do not even have to sing it. If you play Whole New World, then this card gets to AK 47, you say in German. Yeah, it just shoots everything down. It's crazy powerful. This will see much play, I'm really sure. And it hits Arcodex very much. Gatling gun, yes. Um, yeah, there's so many synergies. Yeah, Green Steel is best paired with this card, but it's yeah. I don't think there's anyone saying this card is bad. This Simba, when I first saw that, I thought this is okay and could see play, but it's just too expensive. It's a C tier card for me. There are so many other options to play in this spot, and that hurts this card too much. I think it's too weak for what it does. It has to do, maybe if it would do a little bit more, if it would deal 3 damage, for example, then. But I think it misses a little bit to be playable. Ja, ich finde sie nicht so schlecht, aber ja, it's the options you have are better, because it's a sticky card, 7 willpower and 2 lore, but yeah, yeah, there are better options. I agree. Wenn der was abschießt mit 2 Damage, ja, ich weiß, es gibt bessere Optionen. Ich stimme dir zu. Das ist crap. What's this? No, it's too expensive. I always compare this card to other options on this spot, and that's okay. This card is really good. Um, I'm debating if it's A or S tier. It's depending on the meta a lot how good this card is, but this card is good. I think you can say that this card is good, but it's very depending on the meta how good this card is, because sometimes if there are not many locations, then you have some better options, strengthful raging fire or something. But if locations are a thing, and if a lot of characters have 5 willpower or something, then this card is really good. I think. Yeah, and it's a song. Also, this card is good. You have to compare this card always to the other many options that Steel has, but it's a good card. Maybe no, no. Yeah, S tier. It's not S tier for me because there will be times in the future, or maybe in this format, you don't know, where you will cut this card because there are better options for Steel in the current meta right now. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe this will be a 4 off in every steel deck for the rest of the meta game. But I can see a time where this card will not see play because it does not do crazy good things in the meta right now. Um, but it's very good, of course. But it's I would not say S tier. Is Strength of a Raging Fire S tier? Maybe you would say this card is better than Strength of a Raging Fire. I think you can compare these cards. Strength of Raging Fire is inkable and cheaper, and if there are not many characters in the metagame right now that have 5 willpower, then this card is not good. If you want to beat aggro, if aggro is the thing to beat, then this card is worse, and you will play other options. That was the only thing I wanted to say. This card is good. We can all agree with that, I think. Um, yeah, I think this is too weak to in comparison to other options. In comparison to Zeus, of course. This is also not good. This could see play. It's a meta. This card is a meta call. Maybe if this location and items are dominating the meta, then this card is good. Right now, I would say it's not. It will not see play, but I don't know. What's this? No, this is too weak. No, this. There's way more better drawing engines than this card. This is not good. Uh-uh. I don't see it. Maybe you disagree. Do you require 4? Okay. You convinced me. Okay, it's S tier. Yeah, your theory. That's true. What you say. Maybe you will play this all the time, 2 times. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I see that. Maybe this is always a 2 off in every steel deck. That could be. Yeah, but it's worse than the other 3 for me. Just for feeling things. This. Herr Uff. You say in German, Herr mal Uff. Herr mal Uff. And this I did see that. It's not super bad. Maybe. I don't see the deck right now where this fits in. But no, it's C tier for me. It's very expensive. And again, you have to think you have to use these effects very often to get at least a payoff for paying 3 in advantage. Don't see it. And now this is not good. Maui's plays this. It's C or DT. I think it's DT. I think this card will not see play. Maybe you disagree. The problem is, I put it in C tier right now. The problem is it has no lore. That's a real downside for this card for me because you have to play this for 2. The opponent can ignore it because it has no lore. I think all locations with no lore, and then your opponent can just ignore this because it has no effect immediately. Um, yeah, and then you have to use 1 to move there. So you paid 3. You paid 3 to just get one of your characters resist 1. That's very expensive. I don't see it right now. Maybe in a pirate deck, maybe. Yeah, even with silver, this is not good. There are better options. No, I don't think this because it misses lore. Yeah, Rainer, that's true. If this card would have 1 lore, um, then it. But the opponent just ignores this card. Uh, and you have more efficient ways if you compare this to this mouse armor or something from the second set. It just costs 2 and you can use this every turn. And here you have to, yeah, I know this sticks then, but it has to survive. And I don't know. Yeah, yeah, I see that. I agree with you. Nottingham, it's a vanilla. In aggressive decks, maybe. It's not D tier for me. It's better than Maui's. I would in this pirate deck with John. This is way better. This is way better in pirate decks, I think, because it's a threat. Your opponent, yeah, it's not very much 1 lore, but it gets 1 lore, and your opponent can't ignore it forever. Uh, there comes the point in the game where the opponent thinks, "Oh, okay, now I have to get rid of this because it's very annoying." Um, this is way better than the Maui's plays, I think. And this is considered to be one of the best locations. I don't know. You play this card for this Gatling gun sheriff, and there is decent. But when I first saw this card, I thought it's very weak. But with the synergy, it's maybe okayish. But I don't think this card is super broken or something. But I did not play this deck yet because maybe you say, okay, this is very good. It has a lore, it's a decent threat, but it's only 3 willpower. There are some 1 cost characters then can deal with this. That's that I don't like about this card, but it's not super expensive. So this card has got very much hype. I did not understand this first because yeah, it has synergy with Sheriff, but it's yeah. Um, but it's not C tier. Sorry. I put it into B tier. I don't see it to become A tier. I don't know. It's okayish. Maybe you disagree, but I think this card is not super broken. I don't know. Okay, we are finished, and I think Steel got the most